KRUTIKA SHENMARE from the Department of Food, Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences, and the topic which will be starting today is food process technology, and the topic which we'll be discussing about is non-alcoholic beverages. Okay, so there are basically two types of beverages, that is alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages, right? So we'll be studying in detail about non-alcoholic beverages in the first session of food process technology. Okay. So what basically are non-alcoholic beverages? So a non-alcoholic beverage refers to non-intoxication of drinks or soft drinks which doesn't have a bit of liquor by volume or yeast is not introduced to convert sugar into alcohol during fermentation. I repeat, the non-alcoholic beverages refer to non-intoxication of drinks or soft drinks which doesn't have a bit of liquor by volume or yeast is not introduced to convert sugar into alcohol during fermentation, right? They are considered as drinks which can be had according to the choice and standards. They are found in the bottle or can or open liquids to consume in any stage of the meal or without meal. The bottles or cans are hygienically packed and sold in the market in a safe manner. Example, aerated waters, mineral waters, juices, squash, and syrups. A non-alcoholic beverage, also known as a virgin drink, is defined in the US as a beverage that contains less than 0.5% alcohol by volume. The non-alcoholic versions of some alcoholic beverages, such as non-alcoholic beverage, is sold and consumed by humans according to their needs and requirements, and no any bar law can restrict its sale as it doesn't have any intoxicating character. Therefore, soft drinks can be sold or consumed in any time of the day or night and any type of the span of life. In hospitality industries, the non-alcoholic beverages are essentially provided and served as a breakfast, lunch, and dinner with or without meal to the customers. We prefer juice, lassi, squash, tea, coffee, hot chocolate, soft drink like Coke, Sprite, Fanta, Real, etc. as non-alcoholic beverages. The non-alcoholic beverages can also be used while making cocktails and mocktails. They stimulate and palate and act as an appetizer. It is widely used for diluting spirits with soft drinks and cold drinks like rum and coke, whiskey and soda water, gin and tonic water, etc. It not only adds to the taste but it also enhances the color and flavor and eye appeal. Now, sodas, juices, and sparkling cider contains little or no alcohol. However, non-alcoholic beer and non-alcoholic wine undergo an alcohol removal process that may leave a small amount of alcohol. Because of this, some states have legal restrictions on non-alcoholic beer and wine. So drinks or beverages are liquids specifically prepared for human consumption. In addition to basic needs, beverages are part of the culture of human society, despite the fact that most beverages, including juice, soft drinks, and carbonated drinks, have some form of water in them. Water itself is often not classified as a beverage, and the word beverage has been recurrently defined as not referring to water. Now, let's talk about the types of non-alcoholic beverages. So, carbonated drinks. Carbonated drinks refer to the drinks which have carbon dioxide dissolved in them. This can happen naturally through fermenting and in natural water spas or artificially by dissolution of carbon dioxide under pressure. The first commercially available artificially carbonated drink is believed to be produced by Thomas Henry in the late 1770s. Cola, orange, root beer, ginger, and lemon lime are commonly used to create non-alcoholic carbonated drinks. Sugars and preservatives may be added later. Now, coffee, let's talk about coffee, which is a very common drink all over the world. Coffee is a brewed beverage prepared from the roasted seeds of several species of evergreen shrub of the genus Coffea. The two most common sources of coffee beans are the highly regarded Coffea arabica and the Robusta from the hardier Coffea canephora. Coffee plants are cultivated in more than 70 countries. Once ripe, coffee berries are picked, processed, and dried to yield the seeds inside. The seeds are then roasted to varying degrees depending on the desired flavor before being ground and brewed to create coffee. Now, coffee is a slightly acidic and can have a stimulating effect on the humans because of its caffeine content. It is one of the most popular drinks in the world. It can be prepared and presented in many ways. Now, let's talk about fruit and vegetable juices. Fruit juice is a natural product that contains few or no additives. The citrus products such as orange juice and tangerine juice are familiar breakfast drinks, while grapefruit juice, pineapple, apple, grape, lime, and lemon juice are also common. Coconut water is a highly nutritious and refreshing juice. Many kinds of berries are crushed. Their juices are mixed with water and sometimes sweetened. Raspberries, blackberries, and currants are the popular juice drinks, but the percentage of water also determines their nutritional value. Fruits are highly perishable, so the ability to extract juices and store them was of significant value. Some fruits are highly acidic, and mixing them with water and sugar or honey was often necessary to make them palatable. The early storage of fruit juices was labor-intensive, requiring the crushing of the fruits and mixing of the resulting fruit juices with sugars before bottling. Vegetable juices are usually served warm or cold. Different types of vegetables can be used to make vegetable juices such as carrots, tomatoes, cucumbers, celery, and many more. Some vegetable juices are mixed with some fruit juices to make the vegetable juice taste better. Many popular vegetable juices, particularly one with high tomato content, are high in sodium and therefore consumption of them for health must be carefully considered. Some vegetable juices provide the same health benefits as whole vegetables in terms of reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases and cancer. Now, let's talk about the types of fruit-based drinks. So, the types of fruit-based drinks are largely fruit juice that is regulated throughout the world. Juice is often protected to be used for only 100% of fruit. Fruit drink, that is 10% of fruit is liquefied and water is added. Fruit squash is produced using 25% fruit juice, 45% sugar, and preservatives. Fruit squash, that is all suspended matter, is eliminated by filtering or clarification. Therefore, it appears clear. This type of drink is described as flavored and no fruit. A fruit punch is a mixture of 25% fruit juice and contains 65% sugar. Fruit syrup. One fruit crushed into puree and left to ferment and then heated with sugar to create syrups. The fruit juice concentrate as water is removed from the 100% fruit juice by heating or freezing. Carbonated fruit beverages, that is carbon dioxide is added to fruit drink. Fruit nectars, that is mixture of 30% fruit pulp, sugar and water which is consumed as one shot. Fruit nectars are mixture of 30% fruit pulp, sugar and water which is consumed as one shot. And fruit sherbets are cool drinks of sweetened diluted fruit juice. Now let's talk about tea, which is very famous in India. Tea is an aromatic beverage commonly prepared by pouring hot or boiling water over curated leaves of the tea plant, that is Camellia sinensis. After water, tea is the most widely consumed beverage in the world. There are many ways in which tea is prepared for consumption, including adding ingredients such as sesame in Russia, butter in Tibet, mint in North Africa, cardamom in Afghanistan, and milk and sugar in Great Britain. They are also served differently in China, that they use very small cups. America often serves it as cold or iced tea, or with lots of sweeteners, that is sweet tea, which is commonly drunk in the American South. Indians boil it with condensed milk, and in Australia it is brewed in a blue can. Tea leaves can be processed in different ways, resulting in a drink which appears and tastes different. Chinese yellow and green tea are steamed, roasted, and dried. Oolong tea is semi-furnished, fermented, and appears green, black, and black teas are fully fermented. Now, milk is regarded as one of the original drinks. Milk is a primary source of nutrition for babies. In many cultures in the world, especially in the Western world, humans contribute to consume milk beyond infancy, using the milk of other animals as a beverage. Milk is a white liquid produced by the mammary glands of the mammals. It is a primary source of nutrition for the younger mammals before they are able to digest the other type of food. Early lactation milk contains colostrum, which carries the mother's antibodies to the baby and can reduce the risk of many diseases in the baby. It also contains many other nutrients. As an agricultural product, milk is extracted from mammals during or soon after pregnancy and used as food for humans. Now, worldwide, dairy farms produce about 730 million tons of milk in 2011 from 260 million dairy cows. India is the world's largest producer and consumer of milk. China and Russia are the world's largest importers of milk and milk products. Throughout the world, there are more than 6 billion consumers of milk and milk products. Over 750 million people live within the dairy farming households. Milk is a key contributor to improving nutrition and food security, particularly in developing countries. Improvement in the livestock and dairy technology offers significant promise in reducing the poverty and malnutrition in the world. The milk must be offered at every meal if a United States school district wishes to get reimbursed from the federal government. A quarter of larger school districts in the US offer rice or soy milk, and almost 17% of all US school districts offers lactose-free milk. 71% of the milk served in the US school cafeterias is flavored, causing some school districts to propose a ban because flavored milk has added sugars. Some of these products include sour cream, yogurt, cheese, buttermilk, belief, kefir, and hummus. This we've discussed about coffee, milk, tea, fruits and vegetables, beverages, and drinks. So this was all about today's session. This was the first session of the food processing technology, and the rest will be continuing in the next session. So that's all for today. This was the basic introduction class. So the topics the questions which we'll be studying are what are the different types of non-alcoholic beverages, define non-alcoholic beverages, and classify the alcoholic beverages as per the consumption of customers. Thank you.